about ready to get started. All right, let's get right in to Parshas Ekev, Sunday, first portion, first Aliyah. Let's get into it. V'haya Ekev Tishmun Eis Hamishpatim Ha'ela Ushmartem V'asisam Moisam. If you will heed and safeguard and perform these mishpatim, v'shamar es Hashem alekecha lecha es abris v'es hachesed asher nishpa levisecha, and Hashem your God will keep the bris, the covenant, v'es hachesed, and the kindness that He swore to your forefathers. V'hayivcha u'v'irachacha v'hirbecha u'veirach privitnecha u'fri admasecha degoncha v'siroishcha v'yitzarecha. He will love you, bless you, multiply you. He will bless the fruit of your womb and the fruit of your soil. Degoncha, your grain, v'siroishcha, your wine, v'yitzarecha, your oil, shkar alafecha, the offspring of your cattle, v'ashros tzeinecha, and ala adam asher nishpa levisechem laseis lachem, and the tzeinecha, your flock that is on the earth, that Hashem swore to give to your forefathers to give to you. Shkar alafecha means the offspring of your cattle. Okay. All right, let's go to the next one. Baruch tiyeh mikol ha'amim. You will be blessed above all the peoples. Lo yivcha akar v'akar b'emtecha. There will be no sterile male or barren females among you or your animals. This means a akar is a male who is unable to procreate. None of that. V'heser Hashem mimcha kol choyle. Hashem will remove all illness. V'chol madvei. Mitzrayim harem asher yadaite lo yasimach bach u'nesanon b'chol sein echa. He will not set upon you any evil disease of Egypt that you knew, but will put them upon all of your enemies. V'achalta, and v'achalta es kol ha'amim asher Hashem alekecha noisen lach, and you will destroy all the peoples who Hashem your God is handing over to you. V'lo yisachos einecha aleihem. You must not spare them, nor should you worship their gods, for that will be a snare for you. Perhaps you will say to yourself, these nations are more numerous than us. How will I be able to drive them out? Welcome. Loisira, do not be mayhem, do not be afraid of them. Zachar tizchar es asher asa Hashem alakecha leparei l'chol Mitzrayim. Remember what Hashem your God did to Paroi and to all of Egypt. Hamasais hagdolos, the great trials, asher roei necha, which you saw with your eyes. Va'oisos v'hamoifsim, the signs and miracles. V'hayada chazaka, and the great strong hand, v'azroya netuya, and the outstretched arm, asher tziecha Hashem alekecha, that Hashem took you out. Kinyas Hashem alekecha l'chol ha'amim asher ata yirei pnecha. So too Hashem will do with all of the peoples that you are afraid of. Hamasais, these are trials. Oisies, these are signs. Moifsais, these are marvels, like the wondrous plagues. Yada Chazaka, this refers to the epidemic that struck the animals. Zua Dever, specifically it's talking about the Dever Makkah. Zroya Netuya, this refers to the sword used to slay the Makas B'chores. V'gam es hatzira yishalach Hashem lekecha bam ad avoid hanish'arim v'anistarim mipanecha. V'gam, and also Hashem your God will incite wasps against them until the survivors of those who hide from you perish. Hatzira is a type of flying insect that would inject them with venom, castrating them and blinding their eyes wherever they were hiding. Don't be afraid of them, because Hashem your God, who is amongst you, is a great, and El Gadol V'Neira is a great God. V'nashal Hashem Alekecha Sagayim Ha'el Mipanecha. Hashem your God will cast out these nations from before you, ma'at ma'at, gradually. Loisucho kaloisa maher. You will not be able to destroy them quickly. Pentir ba'alecha chaya hasada, lest the beasts of the field outnumber you. What does that mean? But if they fulfill the will of Hashem, they will not have to fear wild beasts. As it says, the beasts of the field are at peace with you. But it was revealed to God that they would eventually sin and not be able to rely on this. And Hashem your God will deliver them before you. And he will derange them with great pandemonium until they are destroyed. And he will deliver their kings into your hand, and you will destroy their name, like their famousness, from under the heavens. No man will be able to stand up before you until you have destroyed them. Their gods you should burn in fire. Do not covet their gold and silver. And take it for yourself. Maybe you'll become ensnared, is how it translates it over here. For it is disgusting to God your God. Don't bring this into your house. Lest you will become destroyed by it. You should loathe it and detest it and destroy it. Because the mitzvah that I'm commanding you today, Tishmerun la'asais, you should guard it. Guard it carefully to do. Lamantich, so that you may live. V'rivyisem, and multiply. Uvasem, and come. V'rishtem es ha'aretz, and inherit the land. Asher nishpa Hashem laveisachem, that Hashem swore to your forefathers. V'zacharta, and remember. It's called a derech asher helach Hashem leikecha zar b'imshayna b'midbar. Remember this entire journey that Hashem took you on, these 40 years. Leman anaischa lenaseischa ledasas asher bevavcha hishamer mitzvahs mitzvaysav im loy. Hashem took you on this 40 years in the desert in order to afflict you and test you to know what it is in your heart, whether or not you will keep his mitzvahs. Vayancha, vayarbecha, vayachilcha, es aman asher lo yadatav lo yadun avesecha. He afflicted you, let you go hungry, fed you the man which neither you nor your forefathers had ever known. In order to make you know that man does not live by bread alone. This is a very famous pasuk. But the man lives by whatever issues from Hashem's mouth. Your clothing did not wear out. And your feet did not swell these 40 years. And as Rashi says, the clouds of glory actually cleaned and pressed and made the clothes grow with the Jewish people. V'yadaita, im levavcha, you know in your heart, ki kasher ya'aser ish es b'noi Hashem lekechem yasrecha, that just as a man rebukes his son, so does God rebuke you. You should keep the mitzvahs to go in Hashem's way and to fear Hashem. Hashem, your God, is bringing you to a good land. Eretz Nachle Moyim, a land with water. Ayanois usoimois yoitzim babiko bahar, fountains and other types of waters that are in the valleys and the mountains. Eretz chita usaira, a land of wheat, barley, v'gefen, v'te'ena, grapevines, and figs, and pomegranates. Eretz zayis shemen udvash, a land of olives. Actually, Rashi says oil-producing olives and honey. Eretz asher loy miskines teichel balachem loy sechsar kol boy eretz asher avaneha barzel u'maharara tachbis nachoshes, a land which you will eat bread abundantly. We won't be missing anything. A land whose stones are like copper, and out of whose mountains you will mine copper. You will eat and be satisfied and bless Hashem, your God, for the good of the land that He gave you. A lot of the psukim today we actually say in benching or in other very famous psukim. Okay, let's go to the Tanya of today. We're still in the middle of chapter number 5. We're still studying the name. We're continuing with yesterday's Tanya. We're still in the discussion of understanding. Maybe tomorrow we're going to get back or get to the original question of how you make Hashem's name that we said about David HaMelech, all the way at the start, the pasuk. But we're still discussing what is a name. What is the name? Yud, the Yud, the Hey, the Vav, the Hey. What is this name? And how do we interact? How are we involved with the name? So let's get into it. Beira inyan lama amar Rabbi Seinu Zechron Levracha Shalom Azeh Dafke Nivra Behei. Why do the sages say that this world, Dafka, we said Hey is signifying speech. Like the Hey is the core speech, the core hevel, the core breath. Okay, but all the words, all the worlds, not words, all the worlds are created by speech. So why specifically is Olam Hazeh said that it was created with Hey? Possibly this is what it's saying over here. According to the expression provided, not only the physical world, but all of creation resulted from the letter Hey, from the sphere of Malchus. The Alter Rebbe resolves this apparent anomaly by explaining that it is indeed true. Okay, let's go into it. This is Taka, what the Alter Rebbe is bavarining, is what we say in Yiddish. He's preempting this question of everything is created with Hey. Why Dafka? Why specifically do we say that this world, it's known to all the wise of heart That all the worlds and hecholos that have no, you can't count them. There are so many. Like it says, is there an amount ligdudov? I said ligdudov that to the regiments. B'chol hechol ugdud elef alfei ribei revaves malachim, and in every hechol and gdud, in every level, there is thousands, elef alfin, 1,000 thousands, so like 100,000, or 1,000 thousands, a million, of malachim. L'chein nefesh ruach neshama chaya yechida madregas le'ein kates. It's unlimited, the amount of madregas that are in the nefesh ruach neshama and chaya and yechida. The rungs are to no end. B'chol olam ve'echolos miribei echolos ba'atzilus bria yitzira. And likewise, there are numberless levels in the worlds of Atzilus, Bria, and Yetzira. Let's look at this. The three above mentioned worlds are higher than the world of Asiya, the world of action, which includes both the spiritual and physical worlds of Asiya. Hine kol ribui elu, all of these things, ribui acharibui adin kitz mamish, all of these hosts of created beings are one after another adin kitz, with no end. Hakol nimshach v'nishba meribui tzirufei chafetz oisius dvar Hashem. All of these are created through combinations of the 22 letters of the oisius, the word of Hashem. Hamas chalokes, which are divided, gamkin l'tzirufim rabim adin ketz v'sachlos mamish, which are split into unlimited combinations with no end. Mashakasav Sefer Yitzira, Shiva Avanim, Boines, Chamisha Alofa v'arba batim, 7 stones. Over here, the Alter Rebbe says letters. Build 5,040 houses, i.e., words. In other words, the combination of how many letters you can get from words, how many words you can get from 22 letters is infinite. Mikan ve'elach say v'chashev masha ein hapeh yachol ladaber. From here onward, from the sum of the factorial of 8 and onward, go ahead and calculate that which the mouth is unable to express. Let's look at this note. In this way, the letters of divine speech may be multiplied infinitely by various permutations and combinations, thus giving rise to a correspondingly infinite range of created beings. But if distinctions between all of these beings lie merely in the ways in which the respective letters are combined, why are there also many and varying qualitative levels, one surpassing the other? This is the question that the Alter Rebbe now proceeds to address. Okay, I understand that you can take 22 letters and make unlimited combinations of physical things or of creations, but we also see different levels of creations. How does that come about? And although we have among the created things, we have among these levels, we have all types of milas and madregas, gavoya al gavoya, one higher than the next. They're all come down according to the way the letters are made. Like At and Bash, Aleph, Tav, Beis, Shin, and so on. Commotion is Barba, Parakud, Beis. Ach, derech klal, hine kulam bali chachma v'das v'yodim esabarim. In general, they all have wisdom and knowledge, and they know their creator. Because their life force stems from the innards of the letters, which come from the supreme chachma, as mentioned above. Ach, ha'olam hazeh hashafal im hachayus shebeseicham. This lowly world with the life force that's within it, kaptain, is small. May hachil v'lisbo v'chayus b'mchinas tzuras ha'oisios u'primiyosai. It is too small to contain and endure the light and life force that proceeded from the form and innards of the letters. L'hayr lahashpia by li levush v'hester, so that it can lahayr, to light up and to radiate without any concealment. As that same letter would light up in the souls of malachim. Raka ha'ara v'hashpa ba v'nimshach lo'el mazeh b'chinas chomer v'guf oisies v'chitzon yusam shehu b'chinas ha'hevel. There's different levels in the letters. The ones that are coming over here, they are the matter, the body, the external, the chitzonius of the letters. This is the breath. Hamiskalik l'zayin hevolim, which are split, are divided into 7 types of breaths. Shebekai heles, that are written in Kai heles. Sha'aleim ha'olam oimed, which on these the world stands. As it's written in the Zohar. V'hu moitze pi Hashem, not pi Hashem. Yeah, moitze pi Hashem. These are the utterances that come from Hashem. Hamischalekes ba'il mazeh v'chol tzva'av l'hachyesam, which come out. No, hamislabish ba'il mazeh, they are manifesting, or they're mislabish into this world and into all the svaiv, all the hosts that animate them, that make them alive. And like this, it's vested into letters, speech, and thought. Coming from Hashem's will and wisdom, v'chulu, and so on. Which are utterly incorporated into the Or Ein Sof B'tachlis completely. The Malchus Tatzilus, Hamrumazos Beheshal Shem Avaya Baruchu, Him Yordu V'nasa Nishma La Olam Asiya. This is what the Arizal stated, that the external aspects of the vessels of the spheres of Malchus, of the world of Atzilus, these external aspects are alluded to by the lower hay of the 4 letters of the name of God descending and becoming the soul of the world of Asiya. So in letter v'chein kasav b'tikunim sha'yud hu ba'atzilus v'hetata mekanenes ba'asiya. So in letters itself, they're not all the same. We're talking about the chitzonius of the hay of the letter versus the yud. Let's read this note to explain it more. These 4 letters of the divine name of Havaya are the aspects of godliness that is revealed within the 4 worlds. In the world of Atziya, the sphere of Chachma, the Yud, like we said, which is the Chachma, is manifest. Chachma signifies the highest form of self-nullification, the awareness that he is alone and apart from him there is nothing. There is only one Hashem, and Hashem is everything. As explained in the note to part 1, chapter 35, this sphere permeates the entire world of Atzilus, so that whatever exists at that state of being experiences this degree of self-nullification before God. Because they're getting from the Yud, and therefore it makes sense that at that level, everything, the beings at that level fully understand how they are nothing and everything is from Hashem. The upper hay of the divine name, right? There's 2 hays. the upper hay of the divine name. The sphere of Bina illuminates the world of Bria. Hence, all the inhabitants of this world, both souls and angels, are characterized by a high degree of perception of divinity. Maybe not as much as the Yud, which is Chachma, but it still has a higher level. The world of Yetzira is illuminated by the letter Vav of the divine name, representing the 6 midas, the divine emotive attributes. The created beings of this world, therefore, serve God with their spiritual emotions, with ecstasy, ecstatic love, and fear. The world of Asiya is animated by the lower hay of the Yud Kei Vav Kei, the sphere of Malchus. This is the world of action, the level of active divine service that is motivated by an acceptance of the yoke of the heavenly kingdom. However, this refers only to the souls of the world of Asiya, that emanates from the combination of the letters of divine speech at their innermost dimension. This level is clothed and concealed within the matter or body of the letters, the breath. The actual creation and animation of the world of Asiya derives only from the externality of divine speech, from the breath. It's for this reason that this world is physical and corporal. So even in the world of Asiya, which is from the letter Hey, the fact that our world is physical is because it's only from the breath, from the external of that Hey. All right, either way, we're learning. What did we learn with the Yud, the Hey, the Vav, the Hey? We're learning about the name of Hashem and its components. And now we're going to see what it means to make a name for Hashem, or make the name of Hashem that we said David HaMelech. All right, the Tehillim for today, chapters 79 to 82, the Hayom Yom for today. The travels of the Baal Shem Tov when he first revealed himself were for 3 purposes: redeeming of captives, Chizuk HaTorah, I don't know how they translate it over here, Chizuk HaTorah of Yerushalayim, strengthening of Torah and fear of heaven, and the last thing, revealing the Pnimius HaTorah, revealing the innards of Torah, Kabbalah, and Chassidus. The Mittler Rebbe would explain, the revealed Torah is called water. One goes to water. The inner Torah is called fire. One fears fire. Therefore, the Mashpiyah, the one who gives to another, must go to the recipient and say to him, do not fear, for Hashem your God is a consuming fire. Don't fear the inner parts of the Torah.